Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barbourville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central Media Journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers! This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barbourville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com. Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barbourville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millward & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barbourville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millwardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barbourville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central Media Journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers! This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barbourville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com. Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barbourville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard and Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barbourville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard and Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barbourville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central Media Journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the
Check, 1, 2, yes, here we go. About a minute and a half till tip-off here at the Panther Den between Knox Central and Barbourville. It's that crosstown rivalry. It's the game that both of these players on both sides, you know, they'll mark the X on this game right here. Barbourville 2-0 going into this game. We're going to talk a little bit more here after the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Panthers Den here on the campus of Knox Central High School for tonight's 51st District Basketball Contest, featuring the Tigers of Barbourville High School and the Knox Central Panthers. Please go and please rise and remove your hats as we honor America this evening with the playing of our national anthem.
And at the conclusion of the national anthem there, so the Panthers are coming off of a big win over the Corbin Redhounds. They took away a win at the WYT Mountain Classic before falling to North Laurel. They're about 3-1 record right now, but like we said, Barbourville is 2-0 right now, and Knox Central looking to become the graveyard of good streaks going here, as Corbin was 4-0 going into last night's matchup. 34 points from Shelby Mills last night. So this is different. You know, people may count Barbourville out, but Barbourville, like I said, it's a team that everybody. These are the games that both teams, they mark on their schedule and they really look for. So Barbourville's brought their cheerleaders out. You can tell most of their basketball team, their boys basketball team, is on the other side over there. And so this is a big game tonight. Emily, what do you think?
Yeah, obviously this is a game that everybody looks forward to. Everybody looks forward to the Barbourville Knox Central games. Knox Central has a lot on their side here. Just coming off of a great win from Corbin, ending that streak. If they can take that energy from last night and use it here, we'll be good.
Layla Brock, Cadence Mills, to Bree Engel, Marlene Martin, and to one other player, can't really see her. Starting tonight for the Tigers, I believe that's number 33, maybe number 33, Haley McVeigh. Apologies, number 23, Sadie Hoffman. Looks like Brock will be taking the tip-off for the Lady Panthers, but strong win last night. They were back and forth with Corbin pretty much the entire game. A couple important threes from Shelby Smith, Kylie Smith, and Shelby Mills. They're down the stretch. I think it was a really important win. I know Coach Steve Warren said it was a really important win for these girls, and a big confidence booster going into a game like this. I mean, this is a district matchup right there, and sometimes this matters a little bit more, as Kylie Smith will win the tip for Knox Central. Hensley kicks it over to Smith, over on the wing. Over to Mills. Finds Hensley on the wing again. Tries to float it up, but hits it off the side of the backboard right there. That looks like it could have been a walk, but it will be out on Kylie Smith.
Good defense there by Smith. She's impressive.
Engel to inbound the ball here. Looks like Knox Central's running a bit of a full court press. Martin bringing it up for the Tigers. Over to Hoffman. Hoffman spins around, drives on the freshman, right hand. Layup is good, and one. She will go to the line for one more.
This is a bit of trouble for the Panthers. We're getting a lot of foul trouble early, and we can't have Kylie Smith and Kaylin and all these girls go down. Maggie's still out with a calf strain, and we need some girls who can box out and play down low.
Hensley over to Smith. As at the top of the key, is able to find Hensley on the right side of the court. Just tries to set something up. Barbourville in sort of a 1-2-2 zone defensively. It's going to be a timeout, Knox Central. Interesting call from Coach Warren right here, but Barbourville's giving them some early fits right now, that coming out screaming defensively, and we're going to go to an ad break.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts.
Smith inbounds it, but gives it back to Hensley. Mills in the corner. Got it. Nothing but net from Shelby Mills as Knox Central takes the lead right here. Now pressing up. Hoffman has it behind the half-court line. Is able to get up to Brock. Stolen by Kaylin Smith. Can't find anything. Just a little bit of a miscommunication right there in transition. You got to start spreading out. You're having too many girls right on top of each other. Mills for three. Heat check. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Early tonight.
Back to back. I mean, that's a punch right in the gut for the Lady Tigers.
Man, and she was huge last night. She had 5 threes in like the fourth quarter.
Just the fourth quarter alone. My goodness.
She was on fire, and she's coming out.
Coming out swinging tonight. Hoffman been the main ball handler for the Lady Tigers. Over to Martin. Finds Brock. Kind of look for a give and go right there as that ball, I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, that's just a bad pass right there. There's nothing you can even really do about that as
Just
a
threw
coach.
that out.
Panthers in control. 4-point lead with about 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mills looks to drive right, can't find anything. Over to Smith. Fakes the shot, back over to Mills. Tries to drive right, back to Smith in the wing for three. Oh, my goodness. Not even touching the rim. It has not even touched the rim. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. What a three from the freshman right there.
And she's huge. She stepped up. She came in as a starter. And just another pass.
That's the same pass right there. Same errant pass. Timeout, Barbourville, and Knox Central is coming away with it here in the first quarter. You'll love to see it. We will go to an ad break.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum.
As we've got a Ric Flair woo going, if you've ever been to a Union Commonwealth University football game, you know they play that just about every play. Smith over to find Hensley. Oh, looked like she had Shelby Smith in the corner right there, but takes the baseline jumper from the short corner as Engel is able to come away with it. About 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. Back over to Hoffman. Gosh, man, able to make a good couple crossovers right there. But that's the third turnover that Barbourville has had that was unforced by the Lady Panthers. I mean, obviously some pressure defensively caused it, but not a tip ball, not miscommunication or forcing something, just bad. Oh,
another
my goodness,
three.
Don't do it to him.
Just rolled out.
There we go, Kaylin Smith, put it back up. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Kaylin.
That was good, though. She's coming out strong. She's playing down there where she doesn't normally play. Normally she's in that stretch four. She's
9-0 run for the Panthers right now. You could tell Coach Warren knew those girls needed that timeout, and that's going to go off of Engel, and that's going to be Panther ball.
great defense there by Hensley, forcing her on the line.
Hensley crosses that half-court line and gives it over to Kylie Smith. Looked like Kaylin was wide open down there, but Brock is able to jump right on top of the pass. Tips it free as Brock, oh my goodness, you hate to see that if you're a coach, is Shelby Mills. Oh my
God!
goodness.
Shelby Mills is on a rampage.
None of these are even touching the net. Or sorry, not touching the rim. I mean, that's insanity. 9 already on the night for Mills, as Bree Engel just chucks one up right there and smokes the wide open layup. Kylie Smith in transition, tries to go over to Shelby Mills, and she does. Gonna go over to Kaylin Smith, is able to find Mills again. Oh my goodness.
Don't do it. Just bounced off the back.
Offensive rebound by Kenzie Hensley. Kaylin Smith out to Kylie Smith. Oh my God! Woo! That's what you want to see out of the Lady Panthers right there, converting on every ball movement, every shot, every defensive possession.
That was a great possession right there. They were getting the rebounds, which they have struggled with. Kicked it out to Kylie, and man, she just right in the eye.
Bank is open, and she cast a check for 3 points. Free throw, no good, but it's going to be an over-the-back foul. believe that was timeout called by Barbourville right there. So you can tell that the girls really need that timeout from Coach Warren right there. Barbourville comes out swinging. We win the first tip, but then we go on that side and we have a bad possession, and they come back on the other side of the floor getting and one. You could tell Coach Shields was fired up after that play, and then come down the other end, hitting a three, hitting a stop, turnover, hitting another three. I mean, just back to back threes. Now you got a foul on Broad. Obviously, the theme last night was fouls. Everybody was in foul trouble on both sides. I believe there's at least a total of maybe 40-some fouls throughout the entire game. Karis Frederick fouled out for the Lady Panthers. One of the Frederick girls fouled out for Corbin. I know Lydia King and Addie Wilson, and I think even Aubrey Clemens were in foul trouble as well. So the theme last night was most definitely foul. So about halfway through the first quarter here, Lady Panthers are up 15-2. Panthers are not really going with they're going with the press, but they're just kind of going man to man, not really staying on top of one another. Skips it over to Hoffman. Hoffman trapped by Shelby Smith, and Kylie Smith almost comes away with it. That's going to be a foul. Interesting call right there. It's going to be on number
14. That was on Shelby.
Okay, that was interesting. Ref has a way better view than I do. Engel gives over to Martin, who's able to put Shelby Mills on skates right there. Oh my goodness, Brock, foul. Gosh, that's a bad foul right there. Very familiar voice on the PA tonight, Mr. Steve Black. As that first free throw is good, but I know he's done a few of the games at the region tournament over the years. So not an unfamiliar voice, obviously, as I've called. I don't know how many games I've called with him across football and basketball.
Yeah, broadcasting legend, as I'll call him every time.
Broadcasting legend. My goodness. Shelby.
Don't do it.
No. Get the rebound.
Off.
I can't come away with it. Which I will say the girls are doing a great job at crashing the glass. Hands up defense from Kylie Smith. And that's going to be a jump ball, position arrow, Lady Tigers. That's demoralizing right there whenever you're on the ground and you're the jump ball called, you look over at the possession arrow and it's going the other way. That can be demoralizing, makes you not want to get on the floor as often.
Kylie's always going to be the one, though. She'll always die for those loose balls. She's been huge coming in as a freshman.
Absolutely. Kaylin Smith playing stand-up defense.
Jump ball Panthers.
That's a big one right there. So about 3.5 to go here in the first quarter, 15-4. Lady Panthers lead big time over the Lady Tigers, as now the Lady Tigers are going to switch over to a full-court press, which is interesting. I feel like this team's starting to look tired, and they're starting to make some mental mistakes, and coming out with a full-court press can allow some wide-open gaps and allow things like that to happen right there.
Just rolled out, though.
Barely lips out.
She's going to drive that down, and it's going to be a
gosh,
foul on
another
Hensley.
Foul. My goodness.
I believe that's her second of the night.
That's her second foul in just 5 minutes of play. She nails that first one. Old Gigi checking into the game for the Lady Panthers. Oh, you can't allow an offensive rebound right there. Garrison finds Mills, makes a jab step, goes up with the right hand, does not get the N1, but gets the foul on the shot. She will go to the line for two. As that is Layla Brock's second foul tonight. Shelby Mills at the line.
First one no good there, which that is not something that happens often from Shelby Mills.
Oh, man.
If you want anybody at the line, you want Shelby.
Shelby.
She don't miss those.
Oh, my goodness. 2 missed free throws right there, an unusual thing. Both off the back iron. Engel drives on the baseline, goes up with the layup, and it is good.
That's sent by Engel.
Mills trying to make something happen down to Kylie Smith. Kaylin Smith goes up, and she is fouled on the shot.
Yeah, foul was number 12, Isabella Mills.
Izzy Mills on the foul right there. Extends it to a 9-point lead. Lady Tigers are in the bonus as there were 5 fouls on Knox Central this quarter.
Nobody down there, but
Big block right there from Kaylin Smith. Back over to Shelby Smith. Back over to, crosses to KC and gives it over to Shelby Mills. Over to Smith. Back over to Mills for 3. Oh, my goodness. What do you even say? What do you even say as a coach? When you go out there and you have the game plan for Shelby Mills, what do you even say to your team? Because there ain't nothing you can do to prepare for that.
That's it by Martin. Timeout on the court.
I believe it's a timeout Knox Central right there. We will go to an ad break.
This
This
is
the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barbourville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Back live here at the Panther Den as the Lady Panthers bring the ball up the court. Kind of an interesting press here from the Lady Tigers. Shelby Smith tries to look for something on the right side, and Gabriel Garrison, as it looked like Izzy Mills could have fallen on top of that ball and maybe gotten a turnover going the Lady Tiger way, but she just gets a little pass deflection. Shelby Mills for 3.
oh my God! What a heat check here by Shelby
Less than
Mills.
2 minutes to go. Panthers, I mean, if she hits if we get just 2 more points, the Panthers will be on pace to score 100. As that was just a chucked up junk shot right there. I think she was kind of drawing a foul
rebound
from
there
the
by
back right
Smith.
there. Ooh.
Ooh, she wanted it.
You could tell she wanted it. That looked like it should have been a walk right there. Gabriel Garrison.
Gigi with a 3.
Everybody's hitting threes. I mean, like I said, these aren't even touching the rim. These are going straight
No,
through.
these are nothing but net.
Nice little student section going on for the Panthers. I know we usually have more people, but I mean it's still a good amount, and they're loud.
They are loud. They might not have the most numbers right now. They're loud.
Shelby
There.
Mills.
Oh my
Gosh! Oh my goodness! There's no way! Pitch me, I might be dreaming. Oh my goodness, what a 3 from Shelby Mills right there. Take a 20-point lead here in just the first quarter.
Man, I don't know what coach told her before she went out there, but she has been on fire here, and it is the first quarter.
The city school has fallen silent. It's going to be a foul going Knox Central's way. Marley Martin on the foul right there.
Prevention 14 foul.
Smith's going to bring the ball up here.
She's been bringing the ball up a whole lot more as of lately. Oh, Mills tries to drive the baseline. Good defense from Engel right there. Down to Karis Frederick in the post. Jumper is good. Eighth grader, 2 freshmen, a sophomore and a junior out on the court for the Panthers right now. That's a ticky-tacky foul right there. Karis Frederick has committed I don't know how many fouls over the last couple of games. She has gotten every whistle, but Steve Warren said that's just how she plays. She played some really good ball. I know last night, I don't think she scored last night, but you could tell that she was making a big defensive change.
She was definitely, because she allows Kaylin to almost play the position she normally does with Maggie, which is a lot more comfortable for her.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Gibson not in tonight. I believe the last time the Lady Panthers played their home game here, Maggie was the player of the game. Hallie Collins was out that night. It was my freshman year. Hallie Collins was out that night, and Maggie stepped up, had 20, 10, and 7 blocks. It was something crazy. It was a blowout. Karis Frederick, no good. Kaylin Smith, should have been an and one.
No whistle there, but
and that will end the first quarter. The Panthers are on pace to score, my math is correct, 132 points this game if they score 33 points every quarter. I mean, my goodness. What a performance tonight from the Panthers in just the first quarter. I mean, Shelby Mills, the very obvious front runner right here, I think she probably has 20-something points. That is absolutely insanity that we've seen. Gambriel Garrison also getting in on it, and Kylie Smith getting on it as well with the and 1-3. I mean, that's insane. Emily, what do you think about that first quarter?
I can't get over Shelby, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, she had the little thing in the middle where she missed maybe 2. She missed those 2 free throws, and then she just came back and just nothing but net, back to back to back. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that.
Absolutely cannot. And we will now go to an ad break for the rest of the quarter break.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barbourville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
We are back live here at the Panther Den. Hensley bringing the ball up the court for the Lady Panthers. Gets a screen from Frederick, drives the right hand, goes up, and it is good. Kinsey Hensley with a good basket right there. Extends the lead to 25 with just 10 seconds into that second quarter. Engel gets it over to Hoffman. Hoffman tries to go left hand. Can't really find anything. Over to Mills. Tries to find Martin in the low post and barely does. Mills.
Good defense there by Mills. Down to Smith. She's going to go up, and easy 2 points there by Shelby Smith.
She makes it look easy, and she's a freshman.
Gosh, I would hate to be a school going against her come her senior year.
Absolutely. I'd probably be more scared of Kayla than anything, but Shelby too.
Yeah.
A blocking foul. Yeah, that's just an interesting defensive play right there from Hensley. Kind of like she was trying to seal off Engel from driving that left side, but just a little bit too aggressive right there.
Yeah, that's going to be her third. We can't have her go down.
Yeah, that is a foul any day of the week. I'm sure Smith was very surprised when she saw that ball fall right into her lap. Mills.
No, don't.
Oh.
Ooh. And she's going to laugh it off. She don't even.
It happens.
She said, hey.
It
That's
happens.
1 out of what? 6?
Or 7. Or 7. 6
Or
or
7. 6 or 7.
Okay. All right. Never again. I'm
You
retiring. I'm
You
retiring.
started that.
I'm retiring from
And
Blue
that
Gold.
behind the back pass straight to Kylie Smith down to Mills and
Shelby.
easy
Oh,
too.
my goodness. But I'm retiring from the Blue and Gold now. Goodbye, everybody. I'm graduating early this semester.
You were the one who said it first.
I did not say it first.
Yes, you. Okay.
Get a good drive in the baseline
Ooh.
right there. It's going to be another blocking foul on the Panthers.
Well, foul number 31, Kylie Smith, her second personal, being second.
I don't know if it's something that Coach wanted. I even asked him last night if this is intentional or if it's like, what's going on? Because Panthers have committed so many fouls over the last little bit.
Yeah, like last night I think we had Karis foul out. Kaylin had 4. Kylie had 4. Shelby had 3. Kenzie had 3. Like,
Mills with the second free throw. Both free throws no good. Kaylin Smith is able to come away with it and give it over to Shelby Smith. Hensley driving strong, just goes up with it. It will be a foul on the Lady Tigers.
it's on number 3, Ingle.
Number 3, her first personal, being first. Number 33, Mackenzie Hensley at the line.
First free throw is good from Hensley. Extends it to a 30-point lead over the Lady Tigers.
Molly Olmstead is going to check in here for Shelby Smith. Give her a bit of a break.
Probably going to be seeing a lot of substitution here. Hoffman gives it over to Mills. Back over to Martin on the right side. Over to Engel in the corner. It looks like she wanted the shot. Goes up, tries to go up with a reverse layup, but can't get a hold of it. Hoffman goes up with the right hand on the left side. No good. And that will be out on Knox Central, going Barbourville's way. Not one senior on this girls team. So you're going to see all this talent right here on the court returning. That's going to be scary. Olmstead almost forces a turnover right there, playing up on Hoffman. Has it in the corner, but gives it to Martin for 3. High arcing shot is no good. Smith finds Olmstead. Olmstead tries to get it over to, looked like she was looking for maybe Gambrel Garrison or Hensley right there, but can't get it to either as Hoffman's able to jump on top of it. Hoffman, great pass right there to Engel as Engel can't really find anything. So it looks like Gabby Pilarski will check into the game for the next dead ball. Smith almost blocks that one, and Karis Frederick is able to find it. Give it over to Gambrel Garrison, over to Olmstead. Goes up with the, oh, I thought she was going to go up with it right there. Kaylee Gambrel
Just
Garrison.
rolled out there. Rebound by Kaylin, and that is good.
No good jumper from Gambrel Garrison leads to a good offensive rebound, and Smith is able to put it back up for 2 more. 33-point lead for the Panthers with 5 minutes to go here in the second. 7 or 8 foot jumper right there is no good.
Instantly going to slow it down here. Try to set something up.
Chloe Broughton and Gabby Pilarski to check in for this next dead ball. Gambrel Garrison for 3.
Just rolled out there.
As Panthers are able to jump on top of it, jump ball, possession arrow, Lady Tigers. As the Panthers are continuing their district dominance.
Panthers now have all of their stars out except for Hensley. So they're letting some other girls get some PT right here.
Bingham checked into the game for the Lady Tigers. To Engel. Brock has it, makes a spin move on the Olmstead, goes up with the right hand, foul. Free throws are no good. Or sorry, will go to the line. Shot is no good to shoot free throws.
Another substitution here for Knox Central. Kaylee Evans is going to check into the game.
I believe it's Lauren Gray. Yeah, Lauren Gray also checked in for the Lady Tigers. Pilarski has it in the high post, gives her to Olmstead. Olmstead swings it to Gambrel Garrison for three.
Ooh, right in me.
Oh, goodness. I believe that's her third three of the night for Gambrel Garrison. What a shot right there.
And I've been waiting for Gigi to be able to come back and play like she is, and she is not. Ooh.
Is that another foul on the Lady Panthers?
That is another foul on Pilarski. Not quite sure what the ref saw there, but he has better view than me, so who knows.
Hoffman, first shot, is good.
Now, if there's one thing I don't ever want to do is ref.
Absolutely not. Travis Mills talked about the horrors of reffing last night. Lady Tigers are now in the double bonus with just under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Olmstead skips it over. Down to Broughton. Broughton gives over to Pilarski. Layup is good.
And just this lineup here, you have nobody over a sophomore.
Exactly.
This is one sophomore and 4 freshmen.
Layla Brock has taken 3 good takes right to the cup and has drawn fouls just about every time. First free throw is airballed. Brock with the second one. No good as well, as Gambrel Garrison is able to come away with it. Evans can't hold on to it, and I think Olmstead's going to hold on to it. So it's going to be Panther ball still, as it looks like it hit that maybe an inch of that baseline right there. Olmstead finds Broughton. Broughton jumper is good.
And that brings us to 50 here with about 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
Hoffman looks like she tried to get a screen from Gray right there. Hands it off to Brock. Brock does a little bit of a 360 right there. Goes up with it and is trying to draw another foul. She is trying to just take strong to the rack and draw a foul. Out to Broughton in the corner for 3. It's good! No! Oh,
gosh!
Holy Broughton, oh my goodness, 5 points.
What happened to the Panthers in that locker room?
I have no idea.
I would
Zero clue.
love to see our 3-point percentage right now, because what in the world?
Just about Hoffman. Hoffman jumper is good.
Gigi gonna bring the ball up here over to Olmstead. She's gonna drive it in. She's fouled.
That's on Engel. It will be on Bree Engel. I think that's Martin checking back into the game for Lady Tigers. Pretty packed house here tonight. Gambrel Garrison drives over with the left hand. Oh, big block right there from Brock. Martin driving on Pilarski, goes up with the right hand, and it is good. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Panthers lead 53-17. Tigers just taking whatever they can get. Ooh, tough pass right there from Evans. Try and find Pilarski. Martin's going to go up again with the right hand. As man, that cuts the deficit down to 34 here in the second quarter. Minute 40 to go. Garrison over to Olmstead. Let's find Evans. Right back over to Olmstead on the wing. Looks for Pilarski. Pilarski goes with the right hand, and it is good. As this Panther JV squad is absolutely dominating right now over the Lady Tigers. Engel tries to drive with the left hand. Can't find anything. Martin for three.
No good. That's going to
Rebound
bounce
by
off the
Engel.
rim.
That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow, Lady Panthers.
Great defense there by Gabby.
Gabriel Garrison breaks the seal on the KC, crosses the other side, and gives it over to Olmstead. Broughton in the corner. Miscommunication right there, and Brock is going to look for a layup to finally pass that 20-point mark for the Lady Tigers. Olmstead over to Broughton.
And that's going to be
Tough
took
turnover
away right
there.
there.
Hoffman finds Gray. Gray going up with the left hand. No good.
Big block there by
Yeah.
Gigi.
Blocked by Garrison. Olmstead going to go up with the right hand. It is good. Tonight's halftime interview, Mr. Scott Warren. I believe Macy Nelson will be interviewing him. Foul is on the floor, not on the shot. That's another foul on Gabby Pilarski. I believe that's her third foul. $33 points in the first quarter, 24 in the second quarter for the Lady Panthers. Let's see if they can cross that century mark here in the second half.
Well, Matt, just to put in perspective, though, for this second quarter, they've had this lineup of almost their JV team, and they've came out and they've got 24. They are just killing it tonight.
Second free throw is good. Garrison tries to get over to Evans, and Brock almost steals it. Three is no good, airballed. Looked like there might have been a foul on Brock right there. Didn't really give her a landing zone. Engel inbounds it over to Hoffman. Hoffman's only got 8 seconds to bring the ball up the court and get a shot off. You are in the bonus, maybe try and draw a foul. Get 2 shots going into the half, goes up, and then there will be another foul.
It's going to be on Kaylee Gamble Garrison.
I believe that's her first foul, first or second foul. Opportunity to make it, never mind. I was going to say opportunity to get to 25 here before the first half ends, but this is the first one. Hoffman going up here for the second one. That one is good. Oh, I thought she had it.
I thought she had that.
Well, that's nothing really to say there that the Lady Panthers haven't set on the court already. I mean, that's just an insane half of basketball. Shelby Mills obviously lit it up beyond the arc. Gabriel Garrison did her thing. Pilarski and Olmstead were able to come in and get some points. Chloe Broughton with some huge shots there in the second quarter. So, I mean, nothing even to really say. What do you think, Emily?
There's nothing you can say. These girls came out and they said, hey, we know what this game means. We know what this rivalry is, and we're going to show you who the better school is. I know that's what was going through their head.
All righty, we will set up our interview right now.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barbourville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barbourville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barbourville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barbourville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on.
Hello, Blue and Gold Network. It's Macy Nelson here, and I'm here with
Scott Warren.
It is so good to have you tonight on the Blue and Gold Network. And I just want to tell us about the work that you do for the schools in the local area, not just for us, but for everybody.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. Big fan. I do a lot of work with the schools here in the surrounding area, supporting Lynn Camp, Bell County, Barbourville, Knox. It's been something I've been doing for the last 15 plus years, covering just about every sporting event you can think of.
Really? So, like, how many pictures do you think you take at a ball game or like a football game? Like, how many do you think you range?
On average?
Yes.
I'm walking away with about 2,000 photos.
Every night?
Every night.
How do you go through those?
It's a lot. I got a lot of duplicates, but I'm culling through all of the good shots, right? So it's taking a lot of photos to get that image that I'm looking for.
And so we appreciate your support for Knox Central and the Blue and Gold Network and athletes through photography. What is your message for upcoming photographers, including myself? Like, what would you tell us?
Yeah, I would say my message is stay curious about what you're doing. Don't be afraid to get in there and get the shot that you're looking for. I walk into a game and I've kind of got an idea of what I want to walk away from and tell the story, and that's what this is about for me, is telling a story that will go beyond the game at the end of the day, right? So put yourself in positions where you're not distracting, but you're also looking for that shot.
Yes, I've noticed throughout the years that I've seen and looked at your Facebook profile, and I was looking to see what I could do better as a photographer for Blue and Gold, and it's like you're catching the moments that people don't really see. It's like the picture I took of Eli Carey. He's sitting there thinking about the game that he was just in, and I see the pictures that you take of personal people and what they're probably thinking, and you just tell a story with it. And so, something else, what's been some of your favorite moments as a photographer?
Yeah, so we're at a crosstown rivalry game, and these are some of the best moments that I've got to photograph over the years. You've always got these matchups where it's very intense, the crowd gets involved, and those are some of my favorite shots is when I'm on the other end and I'm capturing the KC Crazies in the background. They get pretty crazy, right?
Yes.
It's some of the best shots, and some of those moments are what I really look forward to.
And then if you're if you're on the other side and they're shooting those free throws, and you see the crazies behind them, and it just shows you how a community comes together. And just like the district tournament last year, I seen you taking pictures, and we were taking pictures too, but it was just so much adrenaline and so much excitement at the game. It was just like you couldn't get all the moments, but you were trying to.
It's so hard. You get caught up in the environment, and you kind of forget what you're doing. You're taking pictures, but you're also enjoying the game.
Yes, last year at a district tournament game, I said I have to stop taking pictures. I have to watch this game. And so, what's your message to the community on supporting local schools?
Yeah, I would tell the community. I live here in this community, right? I'm a resident here in Knox County, and I would encourage all of the local folks to come out and support the schools. I mean, look, these kids are are only in school one time like this, and we ought to come out and support them in whatever they do.
Yes, and it is so good to see. Like, I did not imagine this many people being here tonight, but it is a rivalry game, and I just love seeing the community. Like, I have friends from Barbourville, and Barbourville people have friends from Knox, so it's just good to, like, get together.
Absolutely.
And so it was good talking to you. You have any more?
Look! You talked about watching my Facebook page. I'm watching what you all are doing. You all are doing some amazing work, so keep that up. Matter of fact, I was looking at it before I came to the game. I'm trying to figure out what kind of shots I can take like Macy does.
What angle?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are doing a great job.
I have noticed I have been stealing some of your spots. Whenever I take pictures, I'm like, where's Scott? Where's he going?
I'm in the action. That's where you got to be at.
But thank you for talking to me tonight.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
It's been Macy on the Blue and Gold Network.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barbourville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789. Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barbourville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
Covering Knox.
Bombshell Beauties.
Personal injury, criminal.
Thank you for being
The Cumberland River. We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Prosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home, the hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barbourville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
Takes it in, Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC? We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Prosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home, the hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barbourville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
Takes it in, Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
Something's going on. There we go. We are back live here at the Panther Den. Sorry, we missed about 7 seconds of action, like 6 or 7. And I'm sorry. Bree Engel drives it right, gives it over to Martin. Back over to Hoffman on the wing right there. Brock is fouled by Shelby Smith right there. What do you think about that first half right there, Travis Mills?
That first half was a very dominant half for the Lady Panthers. I believe almost every single player on the roster scored. Almost. I think besides one.
I don't think Evans scored.
No. Inbounds it, guarded by Shelby Mills. Back at the top of the key, drives it in, kicks it back out for three. Gonna be no good. Rebound Shelby Smith. He's gonna bring it up for the Lady Panthers. Kicks it over to Mackenzie Hensley for three. And is going to, nope, roll out. Kaylin, offensive rebound, gets it blocked. Off the top of the key for the Barbourville Tigers. Kicks it inside, back out to shoots the
Martin,
good.
Nothing but net. Cuts the deficit to 30.
Smith over to Mills. Mills going to bring it back up the top key, drive it in, lays it up, and it is no good. Rebound.
Smith almost gets the rebound right there, and it will stay with the Lady Panthers.
Shelby Smith inbound on the ball for the Lady Panthers. Kicks it out
Oh,
to Mackenzie
Hensley. I
Hensley.
didn't
Drive it
see
in, floats
Hensley
it up.
for-
No good. Rebound, Kaylin Smith puts it back in.
What a play right there from Kaylin Smith.
Talking about this dominant game, Harrison, what do you think is one key thing that the Lady Panthers have done very well tonight?
Making sure that Shelby Mills woke up and had a good breakfast today.
Amen.
I mean, what a
Amen.
performance from her tonight. As it will be a foul on the Panthers again. Oh my goodness, that is the theme of tonight. Fouls on the Panthers. I mean, they are playing so aggressive.
Yep.
I believe that's Kylie Smith's third foul right there. They're playing such aggressive defense against a pretty physical Barbourville team.
Yep. Lady Panthers playing back-to-back games here, and we talk about the foul trouble that they've had. Talk about last night too. You had 3 key players with 4 fouls.
My goodness, back there, Shelby Smith has it, trying to find something to make something happen. Mills has it on the wing. Looked for a 3 of her own, but fakes the shot. Hensley looked like she maybe wanted Smith right there, but it goes
No
up with a
good.
shot of her own. No good. It will go
Stay
out
here.
on the Lady Tigers.
Shelby Smith inbounding the ball for the Lady Panthers. Throws it in. Shelby Mills gets it for 3. No good.
Oh, no good.
Rebound, Kaylin
Rebound,
Smith.
Kaylin Smith. What a play
Over to
right
Hensley, puts
there.
it back up.
Way to stay with it. Way to stay with the play right there. Hoffman hands it off to Brock. Brock, I think she didn't really get a hold of it. Martin drives with the right hand. What do you think right there, Travis? You calling that?
I would have called it a walk, but no, that's me.
Hensley and one. Fouls on Lauren Gray.
Really, we talked about how great Shelby Mills has played, but you could talk about all 5 of the starters for the Lady Panthers tonight have played excellent, have played great basketball. Hensley's and one is up, and it is no good. Offensive rebound, Kaylin Smith loses it.
I thought she had that. .5:20 to go here in the third quarter. Panthers lead by 34 as the clock is not running. Uh-oh. Somebody might want to point. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Got a couple extra seconds right there.
Yep.
Engel tries to drive baseline.
loses it.
Great
Comes
defense right
Lady
there from
Panther
Kylie
ball.
Smith.
Shelby Smith going to be bringing the ball up for the Lady Panthers.
There's one word for the Lady Panthers in the 51st district over the last 3 or 4 years: domination.
Domination.
Complete and utter domination.
Inside to Shelby Mills, going to lose, going to get knocked out. Going to stay with the Lady
If you
Panthers.
do remember, there had been a couple of close calls. I remember Pineville, actually both years back to back, or my 8th grade year, Pineville was down 17 in the fourth quarter with about 3 minutes left, and they came all the way back and almost won. We pulled away with a last-second shot, and then Pineville actually led us by 10 in the district
Shelby
championship
Smith
last
for
year.
3. Going to roll in.
The lucky roll-in right there. I think we're in a running clock situation now.
We should be. I thought we were earlier, and they weren't
He
running
didn't
it.
announce- I think maybe that's a second half thing, if I had to guess.
I bet it must be.
Engel
Oh, good
blocked by
block
Smith.
Kaylin. Shelby Smith kicks it down to Kylie Smith.
Too many
She's going
Smiths.
to take it up. No good.
Smith on Smith. There's
Could be
three,
the Lady
there's
Panther ball.
3 Smiths in the paint right now.
That's wild.
4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. 66-29, Lady Panthers lead. Shelby Smith to inbound it over to Kylie Smith. Goes up
And
with the
one.
contact, and one is good.
It wouldn't be Knox Central basketball if there wasn't a Smith and a Mills out there.
Ain't that right? Is they're letting the clock? I think we are in a running clock situation now.
We are. Her and one is good.
.40 lead for the Panthers. Martin looked like she wanted something on the drive right there. Gives it to Brock and gives her a screen. Brock, jumper.
No good. Rebound Hensley.
Oh, Mills.
Hensley going to throw it up
open.
to Shelby Mills. Who fakes it, shoots the
That's a two. That's a two.
That's a two.
Long two.
That makes it.
Foot was barely on the line
Yep.
there. Most coaches will tell you that's the worst shot in basketball.
Yep.
Hoffman for three.
No good. Rebound Kylie Smith up to Shelby Mills, who's going to lay it in for another basket.
Complete and utter domination. Timeout, Lady Tigers.
Could be a full timeout.
And we will go to an ad break.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barbourville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen...
Back live here at the old Panther Den. Hoffman makes a cross on Gamble Garrison, gives over to Martin, drives left on Smith, tries to back her down, out to Mills for three.
Nope.
Air ball.
Hensley going to bring it up for the Lady Panthers.
Maybe some contact right there on the shot. Hensley drives left, goes up floater.
Floats it in. Good. We had some subs during that full timeout. Checking in is Olmstead and Gambrel Garrison.
Engel, guarded by Garrison. Passes it over to Martin. Martin drives left. Finds Engel. Drives right.
Oh, that could be a walk.
I think they're just letting things go right now.
At this point,
At this point, we're up by 46.
Looks to kick it in. Could be a foul on Kylie Smith.
Foul and
Be Kylie's third or fourth.
I think that's her fourth foul.
Yep. Karis Frederick checking in for Mackenzie Hensley. Up and good. Kaylee bringing the ball up for Lady Panthers. Over to Kaylin Smith. Over to Kylie Smith.
Can't make anything happen. Kaylin down to Karis Frederick.
Who's going to put it up?
No good. Almost gets her own rebound.
Kaylin
Smith
gets it. Kicks it out to Olmstead. Over to Gamble Garrison. Who's going to drive it in and push it up
there. What a tough drive.
She has played good minutes tonight.
Oh, my goodness. She has played very well in those minutes as well. Double digits has to be.
Oh, no Should have called a jump ball. There we go.
Jump ball, possession arrow, Lady Panthers. Chloe Broughton and Gabby Pilarski checking into the game for the Lady Panthers.
We're going to see Kylie and Kaylin check out probably for the last time tonight.
45-point game right now here in the third quarter. Garrison over to Pilarski. Pilarski swings
Kicks
to
it in.
Frederick. Assist. Right.
Oh, no good.
I should have.
They're going to call a foul.
That was a little premature on my part right there. I thought Karras was going to nail that later.
I did too, yeah. 17 seconds left with the running clock.
Martin, jumper,
no good. Rebound, Pilarski kicks it up to Kaylee, who throws it up to Olmstead, loses it.
Oh my gosh, you just can't get a hold of it. That will be the end of the third quarter right there. Again, 20-8. Panthers outscore the Lady Tigers. Another dominant quarter. The Tigers' lowest scoring quarter of the game, and the Panthers, they kind of descended throughout the whole game, 33, 24, and then 20. Travis, what did you think of that quarter coming out of the half?
Lady Panthers slowed it down a little bit. I think just to work on a few things they could work from the first half. Very dominant still here in the third quarter. Going into this fourth quarter, though, I think they need to focus on maybe running some plays for these younger girls in this team just to get them used to the offense that Steve Warren runs. But I think still probably going to be a dominant quarter here for the Lady Panthers.
Absolutely. We will go to an ad break for the remainder of the quarter.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students.
Here at the start of the fourth quarter, Hoffman will start it off and break the seal on the K, crosses over it, and gives the ball to Engel, who gives it right back to Hoffman.
Lady Panthers have 3 freshmen and 2 8th graders in right now.
Hoffman drives right on Frederick. He's looking for a baseline drive, but it will be a foul on Frederick, I believe. Yes, it will.
It'll be her third.
Her third personal team first.
Yep, that'll be a foul and one right there.
By Martin and the foul. Foul number 23, Brown. Her second personal, team second. That's by Martin and Tracy at the line.
You're up big here, but if I'm these younger girls here on this court, I'm going to take all the minutes I can get as serious as I can no matter what.
Yeah, it's 0-0 right now for these younger girls.
Olmstead brings it up for Lady Panthers. Going to drive it in.
That will be a foul on Hoffman. Had her hand on her back right there. I think, what is that called? Checking? Hand check?
A lot of times, if it's in the back, they'll call a push or a hold, depending on the situation. Inbounds to Frederick. Puts it up. Good. Here's Frederick playing big minutes here for the Lady Panthers.
Official stats, Shelby Mills hit 6 threes in the first quarter.
Gonna be a
Jump ball, possession arrow, Lady Panthers. Despite how Shelby Mills has been playing today, still 7 points shy of her performance last night. Only 27 tonight.
Yep.
Had 34 last night against the Red Hounds. Frederick probably going to go up strong. Never mind. Chloe Broughton. Good.
3 from Chloe. Her second of the night.
Three right there. I believe that puts her 8 points on the night. Martin over to Engel. Engel finds Mills. Mills goes up with
Good
it.
defense.
No good.
Rebound Broughton. Kicks over to Gambrel Garrison.
Garrison drives
it in. Gets
oh my goodness.
Should have been an and one, but she gets it. Go.
5:40 to go. Panthers 84, Lady Tigers 35. 49-point lead for the Lady Panthers here. 5.5 to go here in the game. Hoffman over to Brock. Jumper.
No good. Rebound Frederick.
Frederick got knocked in the head right there from Engel.
Frederick just an 8th grader, but look how dominant she already feels on the floor.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I thought another 3 was going to go right there for Brock. And Engel probably going to find Brock. Never mind. She's going to take it herself.
Ooh.
Oh, foul right there.
Number 5, Campbell Harrison, her second personal. Number 3, Eagle at the line.
If you're the Lady Tigers, what do you take like from this loss? Like, what do you go build on after this?
I mean, it's tough knowing that you have to face this. Either, you know, if you make it to that, if you beat Lincoln and you make it to that second, you become that 2nd and 3rd seed. Depends on how it plays out. You don't want to be the 4th seed playing against Knox Central, and you probably don't want to be playing them in the championship.
Yep.
You have to hope that you're not seeing this team in the postseason if you're the Lady Tigers.
Yep. Polarski. Or to Olmsted. Olmsted going to have to get rid of it.
Ooh.
Into Frederick. Going to take it in. Gets
That
fouled.
will be a foul on Engel right there.
Number 3, Eagle, her third personal, team first.
I believe that is her 3rd foul. Broughton will inbound for the Lady Panthers. Oh, tough pass right there to make. Engel will probably go all the way, guarded by Evans. A blocking foul right there.
Yep. I think if she gets there a little bit faster, sets up, she draws the charge. It looks like Coach Shields is going to bring in the bench. Let some of these younger players play. First one's good from Engel.
Number 5, Beagle. Number 11, Gray. And number 12,
Because I mean, it is a demoralizing loss if you're the Lady Tigers.
Yep.
It is demoralizing to look at the scoreboard and see that bad. It looks like Karis Frederick almost got a line violation right there.
Yeah.
Broughton knocked in the face right there. Still no call. Brock, left hand, good. She was knocked in the nose.
Looks like she might be bleeding.
Yeah, she's bleeding right there.
Is there any on the court? Not sure.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Gonna have to get a sub in here. We're gonna
3:39 remaining. Tigers 40, Panthers 84. Another dominant win for the Lady Panthers, barring the craziest comeback in women's basketball history across all levels.
Yep.
Next home contest for the Panthers will be on January 12th as South Central will host Madison Southern.
So I believe after this game, the Lady Panthers go to play in a holiday classic somewhere.
Maybe. I do not know. I think this is our last stream for a while.
Until January, maybe the 5th, 6th, I'm not sure.
6 or 7.
6 or 7. Something like that. Let's look, see if I can find it. Let's see, the girls will play at home.
They play Campbell County. I do remember Coach Warren talking about that just 4 days. And then they play St. Plus X Catholic.
January 12th will be the next home game for the Lady Panthers. And then...
Who's that against?
Montgomery County.
That's tough. Montgomery's tough.
And then the boys won't play again till January 5th against Middlesboro.
Olmsted over to Polarski.
Good.
Polarski is good. Mills. Ooh, turnover forced by Gabby Pilarski right there as it's turned right back over. Mills finds number 10. Brock goes up, tries to look for to go up, but just tries to kick it right back out. Hands up defense. Don't even think
Three,
right here.
no
Three,
good.
Air ball.
Lady Panther ball. We have a full court press here from the Lady Tigers. Might be a little too late.
There's a slim chance. You never know. Like I said, barring the greatest comeback in the history of.
Pilarski puts it up. No good.
I think that might have put her in double digits right there if she had hit that one. Looks like Frederick could have tried to force a turnover right there, but couldn't find anything.
Ooh, could have been a walk. Yep.
Don't think she was too happy with that call. Garrison getting pressed by Brock as Brock swipes it away but gives it to Pilarski. Pilarski
down to Frederick.
No good.
Gets her own rebound.
Evans able to come away with it. There will be a foul, I believe, on the Tigers.
Yep. Don't know if we're in the 14 fouls. For 3, Gambrel Garrison.
Bang!
Big 3. That's her third 3 of the game.
I believe so.
3rd or 4th.
A lot of tough takes to the rack tonight. Another 3 from 10. It is good. What a pass right there.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
Pass.
What a pass from Gambrel Garrison.
.45 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Panthers up by 48. 3's no good. Rebound Pilarski. Up to Gambrel Garrison. Throws it to Olmstead, who lays it up. It's good. Good pass. Gambrel Garrison.
50-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Gray back over to Mills.
20 seconds left here in the 4th.
We'll go out of bounds. We'll stay with Barbourville.
Gets at the top of the key.
That will go the Panther way.
That'll be the ball game right there.
And that will be the end of the ball game. The Lady Panthers absolutely dominate the city school from across the county. Complete and utter domination throughout the entire game. There was not 1 point. I mean, you had that and 1 there at the first basket for the Lady Tigers, and from there on out, it was on cruise control. Shelby Mills, Kinsey Hensley, Karis Frederick, Kaylin Smith, everybody came in tonight, and they absolutely dominated the Lady Tigers, and they run them out of the gym, send them back packing towards their house, and that's just a big win right there.
Can we call that a crosstown beatdown?
Absolutely, we can call that a crosstown beatdown. So Corbin and Barbourville came into the Panthers in a combined 6-0, and they left packing with a loss.
Yep.
Both nights, back-to-back. So, player of the game, Shelby Mills.
Back-to-back player of the games. Shelby Mills this week.
Completely took over. You know the little takeover that you can do in NBA 2K? That's what that was right there for a little bit. She had that little sharpshooter takeover.
In 2 games, Shelby Mills has averaged 30.5 points.
That is insane.
So this week already, Shelby is averaging, which I guess they don't play the rest of the week, or did you say Thursday?
In the span of 24 hours, she's scoring 31 points.
Yep.
On average. That is insane.
I'd like to look in the record books. Is 93 maybe one of the highest scores for a girls' game here in this gym?
I remember talking to Steve Warren. I believe the final score of that Corbin game that he was talking about was 92-83. That's what for some reason, I have that in my head, 92-83. I will go back and look on it.
Big win here for the Lady Panthers going into Christmas break. if you're the Lady Panthers, Harrison, what do you take from this game tonight and the game from Corbin, back-to-back wins? What do you take from those two games going forward?
These girls are here to play. These girls are here to prove a point, and they're here to play, and they're here to, they're coming for a region title.
Yep.
I mean, size them up however you want with the North Laurels, the South Laurels, the Clay counties, the Whitley counties. They're here to play, and they're here to win. They're going to want to do what they want to do.
And I feel like that loss we took to North at the WYNT has sparked something in these girls to come out and just play dominant. They play dominant against Corbin, come out and play even more dominant against Barbourville. Just key players tonight. You got Shelby Mills, Mackenzie Hensley.
Gibson didn't play tonight.
Gibson did not play. She's not played the last two.
A starter for the Lady Panthers has not played, and they've won by a combined 58 points over the last two games over district and region opponents.
Yep.
So that's a good signal right there if you're Steve Warren, showing that you can take one of your most important players out of the game. If you ask me, you could take 3 or 4 girls out of the lineup today. If you leave Shelby Mills and Mackenzie Hensley in there on their own, I believe Shelby had more points than the Lady Tigers did the entire first half.
Yes.
And so that's just a crazy statistic to think about. So just like I said, complete domination, huge win, nothing else to it. I think the bright spot is that you scored 43 points on this Lady Panther defense.
We talk about Gibson being out, and then you look at Karis Frederick, how she has stepped up as an 8th grader.
Absolutely.
You come in as an 8th grader, and you're playing against Corbin, you're playing against Barbourville as an 8th grader, and you're having almost, probably close to double digits tonight, if not double digits. And she felt, from up here, it looked like she was comfortable on the floor. Last night she may have looked a little bit more nervous against Corbin, which those girls bigger than her still, but then come out tonight and look super comfortable in this offense that Steve Warren was running. And I just think the future is bright for her as an 8th grader. Already playing in this offense, learning the roles. She's going to get another year with Shelby Mills and Mackenzie Hensley. And then after that, I mean, the future's bright here for the Lady Panthers.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head right there, Travis. So I had something I was going to say. It kind of reminds you, talking about Karis and Maggie, it reminds you of, like I was talking about earlier, how Hallie Collins was out her junior year against Barbourville, and Maggie had to step up and fill in that role. And she had 20, 10, 5 or 6 blocks and played a crucial role in that big win over Barbourville. And then this year you see Maggie being out with an injury, and then Karis Frederick coming in, stepping up, and a few other people. It wasn't just Karis, it was a combined effort between, Kaylin and Karis and a few other people. But to come in and fill that role of a missing starter, especially at the big man position, at the 4 and the 5 slot, you love to see that.
Yeah. And I feel like this freshman group, you look at them, you've got Shelby Smith, you have Kylie Smith, you have Kaylee Gambrell Garrison. It kind of reminds me of that core group of when you had like Sydney Hurst and Hannah Melton and Zoe Hamilton. That group stayed together. If this group can stay together, it's on the 13th region's in trouble.
Oh, absolutely. There's a reason to shaking your boots at the Corbin Arena whenever you're matched up against Knox Central.
The biggest thing in high school sports, too, is just being able to stay together. You see kids transfer all the time from school to school, but when kids can stay together, you create a chemistry, you create a bond that helps develop these teams and makes them great.
I think we're going to go ahead and take an ad break until we get Coach Warren and Miss Shelby Mills up here.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barbourville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barbourville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barbourville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barbourville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers.
I mean, it was a huge win. I mean, there's not really any other way to put it. So, I mean, what did you think about tonight?
Tonight was just a momentum going like night, and we just had a ton of fun tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You could tell. I mean, hitting all those threes there in the first quarter. I mean, that was insanity. That was pretty crazy. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in high school basketball. I mean, that was insane. But so they started off hot. They come out and they get that and one right there. So what? Then Coach Warren called a timeout after you guys. I think you missed another shot right there. So what was said in that timeout?
Just to calm down and to just not rush ourselves the whole time, during that timeout.
Yeah, because it was a 15-0 run coming out of that coming out of that timeout right there. I think maybe unofficially set the record for points in the building, like the team did. 93. I think it's the most points in this building. I think. I don't know yet for sure, but we will look at the record book just to make sure. Because I think the previous one was 92 against Corbin my 8th grade year, like 3 or 4 years ago. And so I don't know. I'll ask Coach Warren if he remembers a higher scoring game in this building. But I mean, back-to-back wins over Corbin and Barbourville. I mean, Barbourville. What does the rivalry against Barbourville mean to you?
From where I just recently moved, I didn't really know anything about it. But then when I moved here, it was like a big thing here with Barbourville being right across the road.
Oh yeah.
So.
But I don't think our girls have lost to Barbourville in a good little while. Again, I'll have to ask Coach Warren on that. I know I think the only team that's really given us fits here in the region the past few years has been, or in the district, has been Pineville. I know Pineville had us in the ropes the last couple of years. I remember my 8th grade year, going back to that, they almost came back and won in the final minutes, and then obviously last year going down double digits at the half. That was a stressful time. But going up, I know, like I said, it's early on the season, but these teams were 6-0 going into this game. Corbin was 4-0.
Yeah.
Barbourville was 2-0. And you came in here and you sent them packing home with a loss.
Yeah.
And so these teams who haven't seen loss so far this year, and you guys have, you lost to North Law, but I also, how do you think that loss has helped you guys?
that loss has helped us in a lot of ways on what we need to work on defense and offense, but it's also helped us with trying to boost our confidence between each other as players.
And I think like me and Travis were talking about it. I mean, it's North Laurel. It's a team that if you make it far in the region, you're going to have to play them. It's a team that you're going to want to see again, because if you are seeing them again, it's in the region tournament.
Yes.
And so playing against a team like that, it's good to see that early on. And they are a very, very quality team. They're a very good team. And, again, like I said, it was a tough loss.
Yeah.
But like I said, early on in the season, you have 20 more games to work on. I think your next home game here is not for another month. I think Montgomery County here on the 12th, January 12th. But you're playing teams like you're going on to Holiday Classic and whatnot and playing. So what is this going into Christmas break, going into the end of the calendar year, going into next year? How do you feel?
I feel really good. I feel really confident about our team because these little classics that we're doing, we're playing really good teams, and it'll help us when we go into district and region.
Absolutely. So what do you think about the JV squad that came in there and put up a good amount of points?
They did I was really proud of them.
Absolutely. So do you think what was it like being on the sideline over there cheering on these girls?
It felt great. Like, cheering on my girls, I love it.
Absolutely. I mean, you had 8 points from Chloe Broad, 8 points from Gabby Pilarski. Gigi had double digits. I mean, it wasn't like, a couple, bottom of the depth chart girls came in, got a layup or two. Like, it was double-digit performances from multiple people throughout the entire depth chart. Karis Frederick had another big game. She's been having big games back-to-back. But, again, the fouls.
Yes.
The fouls were another big thing tonight. So, what did you guys try to game plan for that? Did you try to work around that, or is it just kind of
it just kind of happened, but we had to play around it. It was just the phicality, really, from us.
Absolutely. And, but, like, that's just I can't understate, because I know you said you just recently moved. You don't really, you've learned to kind of more understand the rivalry between us and Barbourville, and I mean that's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. We finally beat them in volleyball this year. We beat them now, and then we'll play them in the boys in January, and hopefully getting a win up there. But beating a team like Barbourville, it doesn't matter how good they are. They're always going to come out and they're going to want to play their best.
Yes.
It's kind of, I'm sure Coach Warren talked to you guys about that. How like that may be one of the lower ranked teams, but whenever it's kind of like an Alabama Auburn or Michigan Ohio State. Doesn't matter who's good and who's bad. It's going to be close every single time.
Yeah.
But you guys were able to kind of pull away from that and break that stigma and get a big win tonight. 50-point win. That's a lot, and we will see if that's a team record for points in this building. But something that kind of surprised me: you scored 7 less points than last night, and I didn't feel like that. How did you feel individually about your performance?
I felt pretty good about my performance. I mean, obviously, I didn't play as much tonight, but I love to see the other girls have their light.
Absolutely.
I loved it.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Good luck in the rest of your season.
Thank you.
Gigi, you up?
That was a really nice win. That was a really nice win over Barbourville right there. So, a couple big threes for yourself. A lot of really good takes to the rack and some really good defensive plays. So, how do you think you and the younger girls, the big freshman and 8th grade group, with a couple sophomores sprinkled in there towards the end of the game, how do you think you guys played there at the end?
I think we
half?
played amazing. I'm really proud of the girls, and I'm just proud of them for showing up and going hard and just winning.
I mean, there really ain't much else to say. I mean, you won by 50 points. You outscored the Tigers by 7 or 8 or more just about every quarter. So going into the fourth quarter, it's a running clock situation. Are you still thinking kill, or are you kind of like let's lay back right here? Let's just kind of do our thing and work some things out?
No, on defense, I lay back a little bit, but as soon as we get the ball, I'm like, let's go.
So they kind of came in with that full court press in the fourth quarter. How did you guys respond to that?
We just got in our little breaker. It wasn't nothing.
Alrighty. So, but yeah, like I said, big win tonight. Talked to Shelby. I mean, you know how important this rivalry is and how good it is to get a 50-point win over that crosstown rival. Like I said, told Shelby, I think this is a record for points in the building for the team, 93. I think the previous record was 92. It's Corbin a few years ago, and but I mean, huge win.
Yes.
Nothing else you can really say about that. There's not too much to analyze. There's not too much. I mean, it was just complete and utter dominations. How do you guys think defensively you guys played?
I think defensively we played really great. There was still some things we need to work on, some knickknacks and stuff, but I feel like when we talk and we just move and we get in our spots, we dominate.
No, absolutely. So, like I was saying, I mean, you let up 62 to Harlan County, you let up 66 from Corbin, and so this is one of the higher scoring affairs that you guys have seen. I mean, obviously it's the lowest amount of points, but seeing from a team like Barbourville, a lot of people counted Barbourville out for this game, but then they still were able to put up a decent amount of points. Like I said, they got that and one there at the beginning and kind of came out and smacked you guys in the mouth. But you guys went on a 15-0 run right after that, so that was big. So was it more? Did you guys think it was going to be a dogfight all game, or were you kind of thinking more put them away early and get them business done?
That's our plan. We put them away and we work our bench.
Absolutely. All right. Well, congratulations on
Thank
the win.
you.
Good luck on the rest of your season. Coach Warren, I think you know just about more than any of these other girls, anybody else in this gym, how personal the rivalry is between Barbourville and us. So it's big to get a 50-point win right there. Now, I was going to ask you the question that we have. Is that a record for points in this building at home?
You know, I think we had 96 last year. I'm not sure if it was home or away. That may not be true. That's what Kaylee was just saying. That's close to the most we've ever put up here.
I know I talked about that Corbin game a few years ago, and I think we hit 92.
Yeah, I think this may be the most we've put up here.
Yeah, absolutely. So that would be a big win right there, or a big record to break right there against the old city school. So going into this game, I know Coach Mills talked to us a lot, like during football. Whenever we went up and we would play teams like McQuarrie, you know, they don't win a whole lot of games, but you know, if you don't take them seriously, they can come back and they can smack you in the mouth, and they can take a weird one from you. So is that kind of what you were telling your girls, that they'll come out and fight?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it. You know, we don't feel like where we are, we're at a spot where we can overlook anybody. You know, we've got so much to work on with this younger bunch, and you and I talked last night. You know, I feel like the second half we kind of grew up a lot last night as far as trusting one another. And you know, here tonight early, that ball movement, you know, girls got wide open shots, and we've got girls that can put it in the hole. Just getting that ball moving and getting that confidence that they can be a scorer for us.
So we can talk all about Shelby Mills and her 27 points, but 8 off the bench from Broughton, 8 off the bench from Pilarski, you know, double digits from Kaylee. Karis Frederick came in and made a big difference. So what did the girls who maybe not get the shine all the time, how did they play tonight?
They played great. You know, they come in and work their butts off every day too. You know, we were all putting in the same amount of time, and it's great to see them be rewarded. You know, they got the court time out there tonight, and they did something with it. Just couldn't be more proud. Couldn't be more proud of them and what they did tonight, because you know that's a young group. That's our future right there.
Absolutely. So another important thing that I haven't really talked about with the other girls, but Gibson has been out the last 2 games. How has that differentiated your game plan as per usual?
You know, we've went small. You know, we've inserted Shelby Smith into the lineup, and she stepped up big time. I mean, Shelby has. You know, she's got so much better here in the preseason. She's probably the most improved kid we've got. Her defensive instincts, and now she's willing to shoot the ball. You know, she's been hesitant in the past.
Oh yeah.
But we need Maggie back. I mean, Maggie's a big part of what we're doing here. You know, her size and length and in the paint is huge. But I think this is giving some other girls some time here and maybe some confidence that we're going to need down the stretch.
Absolutely. I kind of talked to Shelby about how, you know, Corbin and Barbourville were 6-0, like combined 6-0. Corbin was 4-0, Barbourville was 2-0 going into this game, and you sent them packing home with a loss. And I think that you guys losing to North Laurel, you guys learned a lot more from that than you do with the win. Because that's kind of what, that's what my parents have always told me there. Because I remember we went undefeated in middle school in football, and then we were undefeated, then we went to the playoffs, and then North Laurel smacked us in the mouth, and we didn't know what to do.
Don't know how to respond.
And you don't know how to respond. And so how do you think that loss helped these girls?
It's kind of what we talked about when we came in Sunday. You know, we took a beating over there. You know, we got beat, but, you know, we got to learn from it. You know, we got to learn from our mistakes. You know, on defense, we just kind of got sped up, never really got any offensive sets, and the ball really stuck on us. So, you know, we talked about that Sunday, and we've talked about it pregame and during the game right here last night and tonight. And I think we've learned from that, you know, learning to trust one another, to make that extra pass. You know, we've still got so much to work on, you know, but I feel like we've made strides here the last 2 days.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, but another thing is that North Laurel, if you want to get to Rupp Arena, that's a team that you're probably going to have to get past, and I think that's
you got to go through them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, even the North, or even if it's just South, or even Corbin again, or Clay County, Bell County, all throughout all these teams. Again, I think with each win, these girls are starting to learn that they are a program. They are a respected program around here, and I think it's kind of like, I know we talked about that last night. With Corbin, the logo across the chest. Like it's just, I think a big thing has been confidence.
Yes, yeah. Like you and I talked last night. This is our 5th year here, and we've tried to work to make this program relevant. Within the region and in this part of the state, and I feel we have, but we've still not reached that pinnacle. We want to win that region, and you've got the Laurels and the Corbins and the Bells to go through, and that's our goal here. It's kind of baby steps right now, but come into February, that's kind of where we want to be. We want to be peaking at the right time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you go from having 6 seniors, one of the most important groups you've ever had, to no seniors. So hey, you're kind of missing that senior leadership, which a lot of people will tell you that's almost required. You need that older leadership. Those people that have played the game for at least 4 years and are coming to make a difference. So how do you think that's kind of impacted this team?
It's kind of been part of the the small struggle early right here, because you've got a bunch of girls. It's always we've had those seniors pulling the wagon for us, and it's you've got a couple of jockey in there. You're going to be able to step up and be a leader for us. But I feel like we've got a couple, coming to the front here. And, like you say, we don't have that senior, but we've got girls that's played a lot of minutes right here in their career. And we need them to step up and bring these young girls along.
Absolutely. Congratulations on a big win right
Thanks,
there.
Harrison. We appreciate you all following us.
No problem, man. Absolutely.
Right.
Y'all do a great job.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports.